Hello, my name is Cody Wolf, and today I'm going to talk to you about hunting. Hunting is a big, big topic in today's society. It's a very controversial topic. Um, there's a lot, it's a very sensitive topic to some people. Some people are against it, some people are with it, and you're not really on the fence on this one. So, today I'm going to talk to you about the pros and the cons of hunting, the pros of management, managing a population of a certain species. And with that being said, I was actually born on a ranch. I was raised on a ranch. Uh, was outdoors all the time. Helped my dad and my grandpa with the sheep. And the only other thing to do, frankly, was just hunt. And we would manage our deer herd. Um, the state of Texas actually gives us our ranch what they call an MLD tag, and it is just a tag that the state gives you to manage your deer herd the best for their best benefit. And what the MLD consists of is just frankly shooting a lot of animals, but it's for the betterment of the herd as a whole, the herd of deer. And like for instance, this past year we had to shoot, I think 35 doe, and I think probably 20 bucks. And that's just for the betterment of the herd. Because if you don't have a regulation or management in place, they would overgraze. They wouldn't have any food left. They would starve to death. And if they don't have enough water, they'll die. And if you have just too many animals, you just overgrazing, no water. It's a war of attrition. And uh, the reason that we manage our deer herd, and the reason that the state of Texas has this available for ranch owners, is so that we can, like I said, manage the population of deer, so that we have competition between the deer. They have plenty to eat, plenty to drink. Managing wild animals, game animals, is a lot like livestock. You have one pasture that say the cattle are on, and then they overgraze it. They're done with it, and then they move on to the next one. And cattle ranchers, have pastures sectioned off so that cows will not overeat, and so pretty much overeat the grass so that they won't starve. And this is the same way with a wild game animal, with a hunting animal. If you don't conserve and manage a species of wild animal, hunting animal, then like I said, it'll be worse for the animal than a hunter shooting him. And also, I'd like to point out that predator control is a big deal for managing a herd. If we didn't have predator hunters, um, then there would not be as many wild game animals as there is today. I mean, just for obvious reasons. The predators, say a coyote. Coyotes love to eat baby deer, fawns, and if they eat fawns, we won't have any. Say they eat a doe fawn, that's killing off a whole generation of deer. And so predator control is actually a big one. And then I'll also like to point out that the hunting industry is a industry that is full of conservationists. I would actually call it a conservation society more than a hunting industry, because we love just wildlife. We don't want to see wildlife go extinct. We love just being around wildlife, um, and that's the reason we do it, so that our kids, our grandkids, kids after that, great grandkids, I mean, they'll get to enjoy what we enjoy now, and that will not come without hunting. And um, I'd also like to say that just there are some cons of hunting. I mean, obvious reasons. You can get shot on accident. I mean, you get attacked by, say, a bear if you're up north. But I mean, really, there's not that many cons to hunting, other than, if this is your point of view, other than just killing an animal for fun, for sport, like trophy hunting, just killing a deer, say just because it has a big rack, and that is what I think that people see, and they just see a different side of you than I do, and that the people in the hunting industry see. They just see us holding up our big trophies, and frankly, I mean, whenever trophies get as big as they do, it's because they're old. And those old, say you're shooting an elk in Arizona, say those big elk, those old elk, they need to be taken out of the herd. They're not contributing to the herd anymore. All they're doing is just bringing that herd down, and it's just hurting the old bull, even more. And this also is a thing in Tanzania. President Obama actually banned all imports of African game animals, hides, into the United States. And this actually sent a big outfitter in Tanzania, which is a province in Africa, state in Africa, sent an outfitter out of business in Tanzania. And this actually hurt the population of pretty much every African game animal there is that was on that ranch. And because there wasn't any predator control, there was just no water. There wasn't any water to support all the animals. Wasn't enough food to support all the animals. So they actually took that ban. The United States actually took the ban down, and that company, that outfitter, actually got started back up because United States citizens was actually going back over there in Tanzania and going back over there hunting, and it actually helped the herd, the population of all the African animals tremendously. Because I mean, there's close to a couple species going extinct because of people not hunting. And also, I'd like to point out that it's hard to understand that hunting, like, you would think hunting would make a certain animal or a certain species go extinct. But I mean, for instance, I mean, we've been hunting white-tailed deer in the United States forever, and they're running all over the place. We can't get rid of them. And I mean, just think, if there was not hunting, they would die a terrible death. There wouldn't be any food. They would have to travel either north or south, far out of their comfort zone. They would have to adapt to different climate, different weather due to this. And I just do not believe that is the right way for an animal to be treated. And I believe that hunting is a big time industry, and I would like for people to realize that we are not just hunters, but we are conservationists. We care for the animals, and we care for what is best for the animals. We're not just there to hunt and shoot a big deer and post it on social media. I mean, we care about the animals. We want the animals to be able to be in our kids' lives and our grandkids' lives, and we just want what it is today to be what it is 100 years from now.